Hello everyone and welcome back to my 5th episode of this Let's Play on Portugal Empire Total War. When we last left it off, we'd been blockaded by the French. We've had to recall our fleet from the India theatre. This fleet can't break through to help out because there's a Spanish fleet in the way. The British have attacked it and failed once. Yeah, I just don't think we'd be able to get through there. So we've had to call back the fleet from India. There was a rebellion in Spain, which is bad because it's more troops, but good because I think there can only be one rebellion at a time, so I don't have to worry about the public order anymore. And on the cash front, we where do I check? Government. Oh yeah, we're not making that much money at the moment, so that's where we are. We're just going to end the turn and see what happens. Right, I'm just going to pause it quick. We're going to let it go through the first few factions. Then, as usual, I'll pause it. Now the British tried to stop the French, but they might be able to stop them for us if we're lucky. Oh, they were beaten twice. Oh, and the French have taken one of their ships. That's rather annoyed me. Yeah, well, I'm just going to pause it so we can skip through the rest of it and I'll unpause it when something happens. Welcome back everyone. As you can see, we've just been attacked by the French in Madrid. The French? Sorry, the Spanish in Madrid. I'm going to do the battle because they've bought some cannons, so I'm going to want to do this personally. I'll leave a link so you can skip the battle if you want to. For those of you who want to watch it, I'll be doing the battle. It doesn't actually. We outnumbered them quite a bit, I think. I don't think they'd actually have any chance of winning. I just want to try and minimise casualties. So I'm just going to pause the video while the battle loads up, and I'll get back to you in a minute. Welcome back, everyone. Like said at the beginning, it's a siege battle. We're just going to sort out our troops quickly. I'm going to get them all off on the walls because most of them can deploy defences. So I'm going to get the defences deployed first. You know, and if I need to, then I'll put the men back up on the walls. Right, first of all, let's see. The main sort of defensive area here is obviously the square. If we can set up defences there, then generally you're pretty good. Right, let's move everyone there. Right, I can't actually remember. Right, they have to say where. That's going to make things annoying. Right, they can place some traps. I can't remember if the enemy. I don't think they have any cavalry, but I'm going to put some spikes up anyway. If only just it might slow down the infantry as well. I'm not going to get it exact. So I'll put them there. Put another lot of defences here. Right, can pikemen? Yep, pikemen can do it as well. They can put some. What are these called? Fences. Oh, I thought we'd have a cooler name than that, rather than just a fence. They can deploy another lot of fences here. Move them forward a bit. Last lot of fences, and then I'll just dot some barricades and whatnot all around. Just to keep things, just to stop the enemy from, you know. I mean, I've got the defences. I might as well use them. Right, see if I can spread that out a bit more. Nope, that's not gonna. I'll see if this will. Yeah, that's about probably as spread out as it's gonna get. Try and put some blockades there. They're already set up. I don't know if I have to blockade the trenches to point at the doors or not. I mean, I don't know the gates. I don't know whether to let the enemy in and then deal with them in the square, or just to let them or try and stop them at the gates. Right, everything's set up and deployed. Cavalry, no, they can't. I mean, I didn't know if they could be dismounted maybe to do it. Right, that's all deployed, and now we can get our men up on the barricades. The ramparts walls. Oh, they're pikemen. They can't. I better move the pikemen actually, or at least put them in a pike wall, and then that way they're already defending. That might cause some problems. You do get more than occasional problems when trying to put troops on the walls, I find. Don't know where the enemy's shooting, like, in regards to walls. They might even be aiming for the gate. But, alright, I'm going to need to move my men quite quickly, actually. Seems like the enemy's coming to flank us. So, we're going to need to be quick. Nope, you're moving. Who's not doing anything? Yeah, you can. Just in case they try to come around there. Make sure everyone's running. Because we need to get up on the walls quickly. Even if it's just to get one volley into the enemy. Set everything to guard mode. Oh, well these... I'll put them... the guerrillas in the buildings. They'll probably be more useful there for me. Come on troops. Oh, they're starting to get there, but it's taking them a while. It's a shame I can't put my pikemen on the walls. I think they'd be quite effective with their long, pikes, spears, or just pikes to poke, like, sort of shove the enemy as they come up the ladders. I mean, they'd be sitting ducks for them. I mean, but still, I'll have to just deal with it, I suppose. Right, oh, we've captured the command headquarters. Pretty sure we already had it. But good, I suppose. Congratulations, troops. Right, will they man the cannons? I mean, the cannons aren't going to be too useful, but it'd be nice to put some extra firepower down there. Alright, line them up there. That's where the enemy's probably going to come from. Some of our cannons are firing, I believe. Yep, we're starting to cause casualties a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. One lot of the Spanish troops are already wavering and routing. That's very good. Move some troops around a little bit. I definitely like the new sound effects of these muskets. I mean, they sounded a lot better than they were in the vanilla game. Oh, we've got the enemy general. Right, so that's... with him dead, I'm hoping we'll just be able to make the enemy run away. Well, break and run quite quickly. The only problem left now is the demi cannon. Well, even that's starting to waver. Seems that cannon's already taken out one of theirs. Cut their firepower by a third. Just by a quarter, sorry. Just from... we haven't even... I'm not even sure they can even see our... let's see what they're shooting at. Yeah, their shots all they're sort of bouncing on that little rise in the ground, like the little slope. I don't know why they've placed their cannons there, or why they've kept them there after it's become pretty obvious it's not going to do an awful lot. I mean, from here we can almost see them, or we can just see the tip. We can just see the top of the cannons, but they can't really see. They can't even shoot here. We can just sort of arc our cannonballs over the hill and down onto the enemy, but they can't really do an awful lot. Their shots are just bouncing up on the hill. What are they doing? I'm not sure what the enemy's doing at the moment. Not sure. My troops are just shooting theirs that are fleeing. I've only got 1 or 2 lots of troops on the battlefield still at the moment. Oh, some of them got up onto the walls. Oh, that's not good. I mean, we'll quickly kill. Well, actually, it might be good because we might be able to kill a lot of them from here, which means we won't have to fight them later. I mean, they're already wavering. Then they've got to climb back down and then run away while being shot at the whole time. I'm going to bring up these troops from down here. They can get their place on the wall to help out. Oh, some of their troops are coming back again. Oh. But they're running again. I suppose it's the one criticism of Daft Mod, where there's so many troops. Instead of just fleeing the battle, they just keep... they flee for a bit and then come straight back again, which I suppose is kind of realistic. I mean, troops would be rallied back to fight, but after about... it seems rather pointless for them to run away, come back, and then run away as soon as they're shot at again, you know. After like the third or fourth time, it just starts to get a bit silly. Hopefully they'll rout for good this time. Right. I mean, like I said, I don't mind them coming back. It's just dealing with them over and over and over again. Like they just don't. I mean, retreating is one thing, but to actually run away in fear and then randomly come back about 4 times, it does get a bit annoying. Right, we've still got these troops to deal with, but they're not really doing much damage where they are. Some of their troops are climbing up the... well, they're meant to be running away. Oh no, they are now. Oh, that is good. Before they used to, I think in vanilla they would climb all the way up and then climb all the way down again. Right. Which would result in lots of enemies being slaughtered for not much of a reason. Oh, and they've come back again. That's the 3rd time they've come back at least. Hopefully we'll be able to get a lot of them in this next lot of fire. There's the Irish Brigade. Oh, they might actually try and climb the wall this time, they might. Rather than just standing there. Oh yep, some of them have reached the wall, but... hoping once my men have reloaded a bit more, we'll start to deal with them. Oh, why aren't you running? Get you on there quicker. We started... oh, we've killed one of them. Oh, but they've already climbed up the wall, so it's probably from melee. I don't think they're going to stay on the battlefield too much longer. I mean, yeah, they've only sent up a few of them and the rest have not really followed them. Oh, now they're following. Straight into all of these troops. Not sure what they're going to achieve. Hopefully we'll deal with them quickly. Wondering whether to send out the pikemen to quickly melee attack some of these troops, or at least stop them from fleeing. I mean, already at the wall, at the door, so they just need to form up and get through, really. Oh, well, they won't stop to fight the fences, but it could be that because they're my own barricades, it doesn't affect them, maybe. Hopefully they'll get the enemy fleeing while we deal with these lot. My own troops can just pour some more fire down there. Hopefully we can start focusing on these last troops over here. And let's see what's happening with the cannon. Have we caused any more casualties? Oh, we've taken out another one of their cannons. We haven't killed that many of them, but as long as they haven't got a cannon to fire, I'm not too bothered. It's weird, because I haven't actually heard much cannon fire from my own troops. I'm wondering... well, it's perhaps I just haven't heard it, or while I've been over here. And pikemen. Well, we lost only 3 troops on the actual charge. Like the charge to the enemy, and we're starting to cause them to waver. Yeah, they're broken. Go for them. We'll probably end up killing some of these anyway, so it's not like we're wasting it. We can just get the last of the enemy. Oh, they're fleeing, so I might as well. I'll send the cavalry out to kill the to get the cannon. Oh no, I better send them slowly in case the fences do affect my cavalry. Might just not affected infantry. Gonna. Where's the skip? Ah, there it is. Fast forward it a little bit. Wait. Yep, they've got through okay. Send them off to attack there. Oh, some of their troops have stopped running. We're just going to have to quickly charge in before they get a shot on us. Hopefully them ones will carry on routing. Quickly send my cavalry into charge. Oh, just seen a cannibal explosion, so we are still firing at them. Ah, we've taken quite a bit of casualties here. Now that the enemy's upgraded to bayonets. Oh, my pikemen have already started to lose their edge. That's not good. I mean, they're still useful, but now I was expecting to lose less men. Well, I suppose I did do a frontal charge. That could have affected it quite badly. And the cannon is retreating. That is good. So who's left? Right, end the battle. I'm just going to pause the video here, and then I'll get back when we're through the loading screen. Welcome back, everyone. As we can see, fairly light casualties. Only lost about 200. The enemy lost about 1,457. Did any of our troops get experience? Yep, quite a few of them got experience. The Irish Brigade, the guerrillas. I'm not sure what they actually did. I don't remember them. I don't know where they got those kills from, but some of our line infantry and militia. So who got the most kills? The Irish Brigade got the most kills. Provincial cavalry got the least, but considering it was a siege battle and there was only 14 of them, then considering, and they did it without losing a single one of their unit, they did quite well. So we're just going to unpause that. I mean, click through that, and we've unlocked the square formation, which will allow us to defend ourselves from cavalry. Now I'm gonna repair this. Oh, there isn't anything to actually repair. That's good. I'm gonna quickly go to research. I'm not actually gonna research military syllabus yet, because where we're having money problems, I probably won't be investing in the drill school quite yet. So I'm gonna start focusing on some of the economic and philosophical texts. So just going to check what's making us our money. I'm not sure if it'll tell us. No, it just comes under tax. So we're checking our town growth, industry. No, it's just a. So for the Weaver's Cottage, so Weaver's Cottage for Portugal, Portugal, Lisbon, farming for Lisbon, and we'll just check Goa. That's still losing its town growth. Gonna have to sort that out when we can get plantations and larger plantations. Right, so we need to look for a weaving tech. Wrong button. Which would, I guess, be the spinning jenny or the flying shuttle. That would give us 10% bonus for the spinning jenny, or an 18% bonus for the flying shuttle. But that will take 9 turns compared to the spinning jenny's 5. We could do agriculture. That would be a little bit That wouldn't be as much, but it would give us some better buildings. Slightly more wealth for farms, for slightly better farms again. What's the philosophical ones? They'd give us extra town wealth, and minus 10% research time. That would be quite good actually. Let's check the other one, social contract. Oh, we haven't clicked it. Similar things, minus 15% building repair costs, which would be very, very useful. Or physiocracy, I'll probably mispronounce that. That would give us more trade income, more town wealth, and it would give us large plantations. And unlock division of labour. What would that? That would give us +1 happiness, sorry. What should I go for? I think I'll go for... I'll get empiricism, because that would give us the minus 10% research time. Plus increase in technology rate, and +3 to town wealth, which would, you know, still be useful for us. So we're just I'm gonna try and make peace again with with some of our enemies. I'm not gonna do a massive drawn out negotiation thing again. They still want Goa. If you saw the last episode, this was the sticking point in all the peace negotiations. Every single person wants Goa. And no, I'm not giving Goa away. Now just to check the major powers. Spain first of all. See what they are. Nope, they just feel insulted. If I pay them, I don't want to get them too powerful, but they'll consider it, but they still won't Goa. So, just France left now. Alright, try that with tech. I have a feeling they'll just ask for Goa again. But, you never know. Nope, no, they don't want Goa. Oh, I just realised France is at war with... oh, it's Savoy, I thought it was Sweden for some reason. Oh, but they are at war with quite a few countries. So, let's just check Spain. Still at war with the Ottomans, I see. And Britain, all the other states. Our Indian fleet hasn't arrived here yet. And the British, I don't know what they did wrong. They sent about 3 ships in against 1 French ship, and they've managed to get them all captured. I don't know what they've done, or what ships they sent in, but they made things rather awkward for me, because now I've got even less money coming in, and, well, I've got slightly more money, but not because of that. It's made things rather more difficult, which is quite a bit of a problem for me. So, we're just going to check if any of our troops need retraining. We've still got our agents here. I should send him up to the Spanish town over here, Milan. See if we can do something with that. Let's just check if any of our troops need retraining. Well, some of them have been. That's good. I could recruit a general. Oh, that would be quite costly to recruit a general. I'm not going to spend too much retraining these troops. 1, because they'll lose their experience, and 2, because I just don't want to spend too much money at this moment. I'll try and combine them if I can, so they keep their experience. That's not letting me combine it properly. Oh, one's militia, one's line infantry. Ah, silly me. Militia. Right, so they're combined, and they've kept all their experience. More militia, but they're quite a bit more ranked up. I'll leave the pikemen for now. I won't retrain any other ones for the moment. Just see if there's anything else to spend our money on. The cannon foundry, or to the ordnance factory. That'll give us £12 of artillery, but don't really need it right now, so I'm just gonna I'll end the turn quickly. Oh wait, I'll check where if it'll say where the fleet is. Oh yeah, Spanish ships turned up here, but I'm not gonna deal with it quite yet because it's not actually trading anything. Oh, it just says en route to Europe. No, that's not too much help. I'm gonna quickly blockade the French port. Where's their capital? Is it? I would have thought it'd be Sardinia. Where is it going to? It's going somewhere. Just no idea where. Where's Naples' main trading? Ah, there it is. Oh no, it's a fishing port, but... Oh, it's Venice. Ah, that's where it's... Ah. Oh, that's why I can't find it, because it's going to Venice. Right. It's kind of annoying. Go back to blockading the French. Right, we've still got quite a wide area we can travel. Just check our ministers. I think I'll end the turn. I probably might end the video at the next turn. As usual, we'll just go through the first few. Nothing much has happened, so I'm just going to pause the video now and be back. Welcome back, everyone. As we can see, the enemy have raided us. The Spanish army in Spain, and we've unlocked carbines, which is good. And we've got another gentleman. What's his speciality? Oh, he doesn't have a trait. I'm going to send him off to this school up here. So, no, that one does have a gentleman. Oh, but it's only got one, so I'll send this one up here. Oh, it's an enemy agent there. Oh, I should really duel him, but... Oh, we haven't quite reached. So we've got carbines now, which means, again, we can start researching on something a bit, well, something else. What should we start researching? I think maybe go for physiocracy or maybe social contract. I think social contract would be better to go for. Or no, physiocracy would be quicker. Or spinning Jenny even would be quicker than that. That would be only 3 turns and would start us along on the textile industry techs. Farms, I don't think it's really going to get us all that much, so yeah, we'll go for the textile and eventually metal industries. Just going to check out what our new troops are. Carbine, if we've got some new troops. Okay. Ah, we've got carabiners, carbiners, even, sorry. I'm not going to recruit any yet, because, again, we're actually going to lose money this turn. So I'm not going to want to spend too much money. And our fleet has arrived in the European theatre. Will it be able to reach France? I think, yeah, we can. And we've been blocked by a Spanish fleet. Ah, that's... No, we'll still be able to reach it, assuming we don't run into any more ships. I'm gonna do this battle myself. This will be like the last battle of the video. You know, as usual, I'll leave a link for you to click to go through. For the rest of you, if you want to skip to the end, for the rest of you who want to watch, I'll be doing the battle. Yeah, I'm just going to pause the video quick while it loads up and see you. Welcome back, everyone. We're just deployed. We're just going to send our ships out. Full sail, keep them on round shot for the moment. One of the French ships is similar to ours, well, it's a 5th rate. Ours is an Admiral's flagship 5th rate. And the rest of theirs are variously damaged 5th rates. These are only 6th rates, but they've got more cannon because they've not been damaged, obviously. Some of these ships already quite damaged. You can see this one's already about half damaged. Well, just over half. This one's just under half on one side, and this one isn't too damaged, but it is on the left side, so could potentially go bad for them. Or we might try and take out their sails at some point if I can. I'm not sure how well that's going to work. No, I'm going to turn them this way, so they're slightly towards the wind. I mean, with the wind even. Only a little bit, but that other manoeuvre would have put us right against the wind. Yeah, this way we can slightly manoeuvre. Just need the French to come near us now, because they're still quite far away. So once they're near enough, we can start shooting at them. Really need the French to come to us if possible. They don't seem to be playing ball at the moment. Might be able to get some really long range shots off. Even if they miss, we should be reloaded by the time they get in range. Got fairly near, but not quite near. Gonna get our ships moving again. Yeah, they're reloading by as much as they can now. And it started to rain, that's the last thing we needed. Well, our fifth rate's a bit nearer anyway, so hopefully they'll be in range to shoot. And is the French ship turning towards us? Looks like he's slightly turning. Might just put himself in range, which would be quite good for us. And we've started firing. And they've started firing, but we got the first shots off and we hit their sails. Didn't do much damage to them, but better than nothing. Not sure what... And we killed a few of their guys, but... And we took no damage in return, so pretty good result so far. The only problem is these ships here aren't really in range to do much. I think we're firing again. Not sure how much we're doing. We're probably going to start shooting at these ships next, which is good because they're more damaged and probably more likely to react to the damage, like trying to get safe and all that. Although they look like they're trying to cross our T. Like I said, these ones will be more susceptible to damage, so it's good that we're starting to fire at them now. I'm going to send these ones to turn round, sort of cover our T a little bit, like the back of our ship even, just to stop the enemy from crossing the T. It'll be a slow manoeuvre, but I'm hoping we'll be able to do it quickly. Get our ships turning slightly now. We have to go against the wind though. Well, no, I'm going to turn him this way actually. If we're quick, we'll be able to turn before they start shooting at the back of our ship. Right, we're starting to cause a bit of damage, but not an awful lot. We haven't lost any cannons ourselves. We've only lost one person, one sailor even. Turn these ships round. They're starting to shoot now. Not too accurate at this range, but better than... We only need to get one shot in, because we've got unlimited ammo. We might be able to cross the enemy's T if we're really quick. Get our ship turning a bit more. We could take out their sails, that would be quite useful. We're not going to cross their T, I don't think. Oh, we're going to get into another firing position. Right, firing again. Not sure if there was any hits there. Right, gonna get their sails up full. Need to keep moving. I'll pick up their ships. I'm gonna do something quite possibly either brilliant or very idiotic and try and sail in between their ships. We could cross their T's from both sides, but they'd be crossing our T's while we do that. So, right, and we'd be going against the wind, which would complicate things, but could, like I said, it would be a genius idea or absolutely idiotic, but we'll see how it works. Let's speed it up a little bit, just for the moment. I'm considering to switch to chain shot for it, but we're so near to them, I'm wondering if maybe just to keep them round shot for the moment. Yeah, I'll keep them round shot for the moment. Maybe if we get a chance to do some more damage to their sails. I mean, we are doing some damage, just not much with the round shot. But not as effectively. We should be doing damage, I think. And we can just squeeze in there. We should be able to cross their T. I don't think this one's going to be able to, so I'm at this ship, so I'm going to turn them to be able to fire. To cover these two ships. Right, I'm going to turn him round this way because the enemy ship's going to try and cross our T. Oh, sails away. Oh no, quickly turn, quickly turn. Stay out there, fire. And we've started riddling this one with shot from behind. Managed to turn our ship most of the way, so that should protect us from most of the damage from that ship. Quickly cross his T. Can we do it? I think we can. And right, quite well as well quite well as well. Oh no, that doesn't make so much sense, but right. So now we've crossed two ships' T's. Gonna have to try and take these ones on in proper engagement, possibly. So I'll cause some damage to them. I could try and go for a boarding action. It's starting to seem a bit tempting because they're all stuck there at the moment. Oh no, we're going to keep going. Although it'd probably be a better idea to just keep riddling them with shot from a distance. We got round. It's not good. It's not awful, but not good. I'm going to cross his T again if we can. And we just keep circling them, causing damage. Right, there's the way. Hopefully they don't fire on us while we're doing this manoeuvre. Right, let's try and sort that out. Sails at full. Alright, not sure how well this is working. Return this ship. Hopefully we'll be able to... Gotta quickly switch to chain shot. See if it'll fire. If it doesn't, we'll go back to round shot. Don't get fired. Oh no, I've switched to chain shot, round shot again by mistake. So it did fire, but not how I was expecting. I just hope that ship isn't trying to board us. Oh no, he's caused quite a bit of damage. Ah, damn it. Gonna bring him out of the fight for a minute before anything too bad happens to him. I'm gonna quickly switch to chain shot, see if that'll make any effect. If we can immobilise them, it'll make things a lot more easier for us. I think he's just shooting at the wrong ship. No, that's not good. Well, their ships do seem quite stuck, but That's just because they've rammed into each other, I think, rather than anything I've done. Right, I'm going to order him to board, because they're being shot at all over the place, so if we can get them into boarding, I don't think they're shot at anymore. They'll lose a lot of men in the actual boarding itself, but that's probably, but they won't be under attack so much. Like the cannons, well, the cannons will destroy their ship if they're there for much longer. Right, quickly cross this T. And oh, we took quite a few shots. Need to reload the guns quickly. Starting to take quite a bit of damage on this ship. Got the sails at full. Right, we're going to turn the ship around so we can get the other side to start shooting. That side's quite damaged now. Turn him around so he's got a proper shot. This naval battle's not going as well as the other ones were, which is unfortunate. But I'm confident we will be able to win this, just about. A few more shots on him. And we're going to cross this ship's T. Oh yeah, we're not boarding that one, but cause some damage to it. We're lucky. Oh, we've only got a few shots on it. Not quite what I was hoping. Right, keep turning it. Where's their ship with lots of men? Oh, it's over there. Not doing much at the moment, so I'm going to keep focusing on these smaller ones in a minute. While they're not doing anything. Although we will try and get round that one. Try and stop them crossing my own T. No, it doesn't look to be working so well at the moment. Oh, he started turning, that's not good. It's not good at all. Now he started shooting at him. He's lost most of his guns now. So, he's not going to stay in the fight much longer. Well, he's not going to stay in the fight as a meaningful force for much longer. Although I have a feeling this 6th rate isn't going to... No, he's fled. Can't blame them, but it's kind of annoying. That's just the way it works. They're doing long range shooting. Oh no, he's come back into the battle again. What's one's got the least amount of men? That one. See if we can reboard it still. Well, we've got slightly more cannons than their fifth rate, but only by 2. And only by 1 now. Oh, we've gone the same amount of cannon now. That's not good. See if we can turn around to get our other cannons firing. And get these cannons firing. They're not doing too much damage from this range, but better than nothing, as usual. They've started boarding, so that's always good. Gonna get some damage into them, I hope. Yep, killed a few of their crew. Got one of their cannon. It's just the Guerilla, or however you pronounce it, that's causing most of the problems now. If I could deal with them, I wouldn't have much trouble with these ones. But their ones are starting to get quite damaged now, so... Or even their Guerrilla's quite damaged on the left side, so... We only have to put a bit more damage into it, I think. And then we should be able to win the battle or sink it. Our own ship's quite damaged, but it's evenly damaged on both sides. We can just... So they can't really focus on... Well, I suppose they focus on any side they can sink us, whereas this one, if we focus on one side, we'll definitely sink it. I'm hoping. That's the theory I'm going with. I'm going to try and get in front of them, or at least... No, we're not going to get in front of them like I hoped, but... Oh, no, wrong button. As long as we can still fire at them, we can get into a better position than them. Try and fire at point blank range from in front of them. I think they're slowing down, possibly. Yep, so we can try and turn a little bit. And we're in the position we want them in. So we'll stop the ship. No. Now we'll stop the ship, let the sails go in. We're still moving a little bit. Point blank range. Right, now get us moving again before we get into range of their... or before their back cannons can shoot at us. Ah, one of their ships is routing. That's good. Right, we're going to board them. No, they're just wavering now. That's not good. Not sure who's... Oh, we've managed to force their ship to surrender. That's good. And I think I'll send this ship to board their 5th rate. They haven't got many men, and they're already wavering a minute ago. So, and they're going to get more cannon fire as we get near them. So I'm hoping we'll cause them to rout or flee at the very least. Now we just need to focus on this ship, really. With oh, they've surrendered. Ah, that is good. Ah, they could have. I mean, they could have caused quite a bit of damage if they'd kept on, but no, they've surrendered. That's good. Now we can focus everything on this ship. Right. I'll switch them to chain shot, see if we can't slow them down a bit. Keep them boarding. I mean, if they put their sails away, I'll get grape shot out or something, but until then, try and slow them down a bit. Right, well, I'll get this one on grape shot actually, that would probably be a good idea. And this one. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Although that ship isn't in the best condition ever. Well, none of them are really. Oh, this one's still in the fight, so I'll deal with him quick. Oh, this is the French ship I was meaning to... that I was having problems with, I think. Not the... How did I get the Guerrier confused? Oh, it might be this... Oh, this one had more men, but that had more guns, that was it. That's why I was getting confused, I think. Right, we'll switch back to round shot. They're going to keep boarding. These ones are going to switch them back to round shot. Try and get in the way of their ship. See if we can shoot them. Although we have to shoot through this one, which is a problem. And our own ship. But, well, I'll switch to chain shot quick. So if we... continue. We've won the battle, we'll continue it, we just need to board them now. It shouldn't take too long. Switch everyone to chain shot so we can just slow them down. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, I'm hoping. Some of these ships are on the verge of sinking, but I mean this one especially, it's got a sliver of health. I don't know if you can... Oh, I was wondering if it might be actually look like it was listing to one side, but it just doesn't seem to be. Well, they've surrendered, so we can help out dealing with this ship now. Just need to hit its sails and slow it down enough. Maybe cause them to surrender. Or even if we just cause some extra casualties, at least if they escape, they won't be as much of a problem. But I'm still aiming at the capture scenario, really. And we've won. went on a bit longer than I expected. Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, we captured all of the ships. The only problem is, which ones do I keep? I mean, as we saw, most of them were completely and utterly destroyed in the battle, and aren't going to last very long. I'll probably keep the Temuri, is that how you pronounce it? And I'll probably sell the rest of them, really. I mean, we get 2,500 gold for it. And I just don't need the rest of them. And it's got some experience, so we'll put them in dock a minute. See how much it costs to repair. So as you can see, only about 413. Might as well repair all of them. I mean, they're going to be my main fleet from now on in the Atlantic. My Mediterranean fleet, it's just bottled up here at the moment. See how much it costs to repair these. Not much. I was actually expecting it to be quite a lot, considering how much it costs for the land units. But yeah, we're taking the enemy fleet out. We can start trading again, and we got an extra trait, +1 when commanding frigates. Navy. Yeah, we got that. And let's just check how much money we're going to make now. Back up to our usual 3,000 or so. So we've done pretty well. Gonna have to keep them in port though for the minute. Just hope the enemy don't try and do anything that could muck things up again. Just gonna see if anything needs improving quickly. Just the Opera House really. Gonna do the Grand Opera House in. I think I'll do it in Madrid because. Well, no, it won't improve things to the lower class. Oh, it's gone up again. I don't know what keeps him. Oh, it might be the clamour for reform. I don't know what keeps him making things worse for the lower class. Or maybe it's something up here decreasing. I don't know. Not sure how to really deal with it. I'll build a Grand Opera House and see what effect that does. But yeah, I'm going to end the video about here. Sorry if it's gone on a bit too long again. I will try and cut them down if possible. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you liked watching the video. Subscribe if you like them. Leave feedback for the video. And well, thank you for watching.